Alright, what's up? So we'll go ahead and get started. So the way we figured this would play out, it's gonna be like some black sci-fi drama type stuff, gonna be just real, just out there, like make you think type stuff. And we a little skeptical at this time to put it all together because the concept is based around a black president. At the time, back when we thought of it 6-7 years ago, black president was unthought of. Now we got Obama. We were a little skeptical, like, how people gonna think of this? Are they gonna have negative portrayals of us for thinking this, or are they gonna have skewed, concepts about Obama? What's gonna fall from it? But we say, hey, you know what? It's just movie. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just cinema. So we're gonna go ahead, put it together, and see how it pan out. People may be receptive, people may not be receptive. Pretty much it's whatever. So the way it's gonna start out is that it's several characters. Okay, you got me, I'm Wayne. All right, you got Mark, my homeboy Mark. You got my homeboy Cardigan. You got Brody. You got Bernard. Those are the main characters right there. So me, Mark, Cardigan, Brody, and Bernard are the main characters. You got other characters who are our homeboys that we came up with through high school or through college or whatever. That's gonna be portrayed some point in time throughout the events. But unfortunately, they get killed off kind of quick or whatever. But hey, that's the way it rolls. So pretty much it starts off like this. All right. So me, Mark, Cardigan, Bernard, we all at Central or whatever. That's where we went to school, North Carolina Central. We all started off there. Alright. So at the beginning, we all just chilling out, talking, whatever, playing, joking around, goofing off, the usual. So we just walking around campus, being our usual selves. We always cracking jokes. You know how we do. And we all just sitting down. We start just talking. And we sit on the stoops of Chidley Hall, which is if you know anything about Central, you got to know Chidley Hall. It's not even open anymore, and people still talk about it. So we all just sitting on the stoops of Chidley, and we just thinking, cracking jokes on one another, things like that. And it's kind of sketchy because this isn't the actual script. This is just the concept. So I don't have some of the actual wordage down. Some of the scenes I got played out to a T in my mind. Some of them I don't. So this is one of those where I really don't have it played out that well. Hopefully Mark and Brody can be able to put together the pieces for me where I drop the ball. But so Mark, Cardigan, and Bernard, we just sitting there and we cracking jokes on one another or whatever. And one of us says, we're just cracking jokes about whatever, and one of us is talking, and Cardigan, out the blue, he just gets real solemn. He gets real quiet, and he just starts to think to himself. Cause we pretty much, we're gonna be joking on him about, man, you ain't gonna amount to nothing. You always a goof off anyway. Not to mention you black, cause he real dark skinned. Not to mention you black as hell. You know what I'm saying? You old black dark self, you old burnt. You know what I'm saying? We just joning on him. You know what I'm saying? Just jigging on him. And when we start making those comments, he just gets real quiet. He has look in his eye. He just kind of stares off into space or whatever. And and the camera like zooms in on him and his eyes. And he's focused, and all he can hear is, "You'll never amount to nothing because you're too black." That's all he focuses on. And then the camera zooms in on, and then it cuts that scene. So these are gonna be bits and pieces of scene where it's gonna be like, me describing it now probably took maybe a minute, but it's actually gonna play out to be like a good, 15-minute scene. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of them.